Okay, my challenge for week, fuck, I did it again. I think 24? It's probably 24. Whatever. Anyway, my challenge for this week was to make a list of 3 things that I'm proud of myself for in this last year. More like day-to-day things versus like big accomplishments. And then 3 things that I would like to work on in the coming year. Not necessarily resolutions, but just sort of reflections or, again, just kind of overarching themes that I would like to improve on. Excuse me. So things I'm proud of. I have definitely improved my confidence over this last year, and I think that's shown up in a few different ways. I think I'm a lot better at taking compliments now. I used to feel like I had to sort of like brush them aside or like return compliments and all the, I feel like I've gotten much better just being like, oh, thank you. Like, and accepting those things and not feeling like I need to minimize them because I do see myself in a better light now. Again, I think I'm more confident in general. I think that shows in how I carry myself more. I don't feel like I need to sort of assert myself the way that I used to feel like I needed to. I have a better understanding of what I bring to the table and a better recognition of that. And so I think my confidence is definitely, reflected that. I'm also very proud of improving and self-validating my emotions. A lot of times I'll get feelings come up and I'll be like, oh, don't feel that, that's dumb, or don't, and just kind of dismissing them. And I've gotten a lot better at kind of taking a second and going like, okay, like, why do I feel that way? I can't, the saying goes like, you can't control what you feel, but you can control how you respond to them. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better at responding very kindly to my emotions and going like, okay, like, yeah, that's a legitimate way to feel. Okay, I can understand why I feel that way, and not dismissing it, just kind of recognizing it, and then going like, okay, of course you feel that way. And sometimes just acknowledging that is enough. And I think just being kinder to myself about the emotions that I feel, whether I do anything with them or not, is something I'm really proud of myself for doing a lot better with. And then I'm really just proud of myself for my resilience. This year has been very hard, in good ways, like just very, very challenging in ways that made me really stop and reflect, if this is what I want to be doing with my life. Like all these big, like, what am I doing? Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be around? Just kind of make me stop and check and be like, no, this very much is what I want to do. This is the place I want to be doing it. These are the people I want to be doing it around, even though it's hard. And I'm proud of myself for not just sort of taking the easier out and going like, okay, well, I could do XYZ and it would be more comfortable. And instead choosing to continue on a path that is important to me with people who are going to be honest with me and push me to be better, whether or not that's comfortable, whether or not it might not feel great in the moment, understanding that I'm around people that have my best interest at heart and that are only going to help me be a healthier, happier person. And so I'm really proud of my resilience and that I was able to kind of look past the challenges in a certain moment and look at the big picture a little bit more and go like, okay, this is good for me. This is where I need to be. This is where I want to be. Even when it felt shitty and when I wanted to just cry. So I'm proud of myself for sticking it through because it was definitely the right move. In each of those situations, things to work on moving into 2023. I want to continue to improve my confidence. I think that's something that can always be built on until it gets to the point of being overly cocky. But I think that I can continue to improve on just how I see myself and recognizing the weight that I carry and the ability that I have, and the influence that I have, and owning that, not shying away from it so that I can use it well. And then I want to focus more on others. I think that because this career path can be very like, I need to focus on myself a lot. I needed to be selfish for a long time, and there are still times where I need to be selfish. I want to be able to get better at differentiating, okay, this is when I'm gonna be selfish, this is when I'm gonna focus on someone else, even if it's just, you know, asking people more questions in a conversation, making more small talk, whatever the case may be. Just I want to make sure that the people I'm around are always able to feel that I care about them and I want to know what's going on for them. I just have a little squirrel brain and sometimes get distracted, and I want to be more intentional about focusing on people around me. And the last thing I want to work on is sort of reframing my thoughts and feelings around, especially around food. Because I go through these camps where there's such a long period where I can't have certain things, or I can't have them in the quantity that I would like. I can get into this headspace of, oh, I can't have it, so then instinctively I want it. You know, grass is always greener on the other side. And telling myself, no, I can't have that, just makes me want it more. And then I can end up overindulging. So what I have already started working on, and I'm going to continue to work on, is reframing that, and replacing the idea of I can't have this with the idea of like, yes, I want it, but I want this other thing more. Like I want to make weight for my fight more than I want this cookie. And just focusing again on like sort of, big picture goals, big picture desires versus my desires in the moment. Where again, it's not about saying, hey, I can't have this. I just go, okay, this is not my priority. This little thing that's only going to bring me this short-term joy is not, you know, it is detrimental to the thing that's going to bring me long-term satisfaction. So that's something that I want to really work on in the coming year, just kind of reframing my attitude and approach to certain kinds of food. And that's pretty much the main thing. I think those are my sort of reflections and goals for 2023. It's been a great year. We got, I think, oh my God, wait. No, I can't do math. We're not halfway through yet. We're almost halfway through. All right, well, Happy New Year. Challenge done.
What's up, everybody? It is week 24. My challenge this week is to incorporate exercise into 3 day-to-day activities, which is really cool because this is what I've been sort of doing anyway, just because sometimes I can't get out the door. So I like to try to squeeze in whatever I can, even if it's just like little things, and then sometimes I just forget, so it's nice to get it out of the way in the morning. So here we go. there you have it, a little coffee time routine that, gives you, takes a few minutes to kind of grind the coffee, a few minutes to prep it and brew it, and then a few minutes to sort of, I guess more than a few minutes to allow it to cool down so that it comes down to a enjoyable drinking temperature. All in all, you get to do a little bit of just really basic exercises and then add in some stretching to kind of start the day. And I've been sort of doing this for the last month or so, and it's not been bad, really. It's not been a bad change, and it's not a difficult change. And so no huge New Year's resolution, it's just a matter of making tiny changes, and tiny changes that's like easy to incorporate into everyday life. And then that way things can kind of stick around and sort of motivates you into, I guess, doing like little things to start the day. Makes it a little bit easier to get to the bigger tasks later on in the day. Even if they're not huge, even if it's just like feeling a little bit better, getting the blood flowing before starting your work day or something, and working on whatever projects you got going on. So there you have it. Have a happy new year, everybody. See you in the next year.